Welcome back. So let's now talk a little bit of um, foreign or international relations. Um, America now has a new president in the person of President Joe Biden with his vice president Kamala Harris, the first woman and black vice president of the United States. That in itself is a landmark history that was made. Now, before I'll come to international relations as relates to the Biden administration, permit me to just take a flashback on the last administration. I want to congratulate and thank the Trump's administration for the efforts the Trump administration made and relationship that they kept with the Amazonian people. Um, we did not get to the best of what Amazonians seek, but the Trump administration, as an American foreign policy, was fair to the Amazonian cause, and this simply just proves the American values that every administration continues to try to preserve and promote the promoting peace and justice and the pursuit of happiness, not just here in America, but across the globe. So, given the high levels of human rights abuses in by the Cameroon government to the people of Amazonia, Cameroon's working relationship under the Trump's administration was greatly hampered. The people of America under Donald Trump's leadership decided to sabotage in a lot of areas with the Cameroon regime. I all remember Donald Trump's vocal ambassador to La République du Cameroon, His Excellency Peter Henry Ballerin, who was very frank as to what the Cameroon government was doing. He was very open, even much more of an activist. He was not shy in saying exactly what the Cameroon government was doing, and actually asking the Cameroon government to step back. He was very frank, and we appreciate all his contributions towards resolving the Amazonian La République du Cameroon conflict. The United States Secretary of State for African Affairs, His Excellency Thibault Nagy, has also put in a lot of efforts calling on the Cameroonian regime to stop the genocide in Amazonia, and he's also made several efforts working with the Amazonian communities, with the African communities, Amazonia included, for sensitization, and he has not been shy to make proposals on how we can move forward. What has actually been lacking was concrete direct actions to stop the killings, but the Trump administration made some concrete efforts to show that the Cameroon regime was not in the right standing. So the La République du Cameroon America relationship, as far as military is concerned, was greatly hampered. The Trump administration pulled back support from the Cameroon's military. We all know that the Cameroon military, the B, that is the BIA's personal death squad, that was highly trained by the American military. The Trump administration cut support for and training for these forces because of human rights abuses, particularly in Amazonia. And also trade agreements, the AGOA, the Donald Trump's administration also cut La République du Cameroon out from this prestigious trade benefit that La République du Cameroon was benefiting from. So these are all very significant efforts by the Trump administration to bring Cameroon to account. We salute all of these efforts, and we think that the incoming administration can do even better. We're going to talk about the incoming administration in a minute, but to President Donald Trump's administration, I want to say we thank you all for the support. We thank you all for the we thank you all for all the support that you have given the Amazonian people during your turn, and for not siding with a monstrous barbaric regime like that of President Paul Biya. And you did not you did not take a bystander role, like you said, in the United Nations rostrum when you first took to office. You said we cannot be bystanders, for that will only let evil to thrive. That's how evil thrive. You stood to your word, Mr. President Donald Trump. You were not a bystander. You called out La République du Cameroun. You withdrew Cameroon's military support by the United States as the commander-in-chief, and we applaud you for that. We thank you for kicking out Cameroon from AGOA. We hope that this new administration will build on to what you have, the foundation that you have already made. Thank you for your support. At the same time, we had the American Congress in full support of resolving the Amazonian La République du Cameroun conflict. The last year, we've also had the resolution 358 from Karen Bass, House of Representatives, and on January 1st, 2020, we got Senate Resolution 684 signed. So this is a landmark bill from the American legislature. So we now know that the framework for the new administration to take Cameroon seriously was already laid. And if you permit me, I will just dive into the incoming administration's signals. We already see signals from the incoming administration that they understand the importance of this most neglected conflict currently in the world. So the U.S. incoming Secretary of State in his last hearing cited the issue of the crisis between Amazonia and La République du Cameroun. This simply tells us that we have an administration that prioritizes the resolution of this conflict so that we can end the bloodshed and stop the loss of life. So that is a very good signal from the Secretary of State, Joe Biden's Secretary of State, which tells us that Cameroon is going to be a priority in this administration. That is very good news for us as activists, and we are ready to work with the United States State Department to assist in any way that we can, especially those of us activists here in the diaspora, and particularly here in America, and most especially myself. I'm ready to work with the United States Department to facilitate actions that can lead to resolving the current conflict, go to a ceasefire and a negotiated settlement for both parties. So there is a good sense of understanding coming from the Biden administration that we applaud, and we look forward for greater things happening. I don't want to speculate much until things start to actually unfold, and this is just a hint to our people that we should commit more to diplomacy. The current Biden's ambassador to the United Nations is also someone with great understanding of African affairs, and a black woman for that matter. So just like how Karen Bass felt personal and connected to the situation of the crisis, I believe it will be just the same for the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations as well. So let's explore all these avenues and see how we can contribute to resolving this conflict so that our people can start enjoying better lives and pursue happiness just as the rest of the world strive for. This ain't over.